Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing an eye look, something that's fitted for day or night. So just keep on watching and we'll get started. The first thing I'm going to do is go in and prime my eyes. I don't use a primer, I just use concealer, so I'm just going to use my concealer and go ahead and start priming my eyes. Now, I guess it's just preference. If you like to use a primer, then go ahead, an eye primer. But if you use concealer really well, then that's awesome. I just find that concealer works just as good as primer. So if you don't want to spend more money on that, then you don't have to. Now, I used to set my primer, but I don't anymore. I just go ahead and start with whatever transition color I'm gonna be using for my eyes. So once I go ahead and blend everything out as far as my concealer goes, then I'll go in with my transition color, and then I use my blending brush to put that on. So I'm going to start with burnt orange, and I'm using the Anastasia Soft Glam Palette, and so I'm just going to go in. And I feel like when you since if you're a person that don't set your concealer on your eyes, you can just kind of use whatever you use it for your transition color. You can use that to kind of set your concealer too as you're placing it where you want it to be. So that's what I kind of do, just kind of just press it in, and then once I get the color payoff that I like, then I'll just go in and I will blend it out. So you just keep adding until, now this one is kind of the same color as my skin, which is fine because I kind of want it to look like that, because like I said, I want it to be something that you can wear in the daytime, or say for instance you're going out with your friends or your hubby, you can kind of add something to make it a little more date night friendly, or going out with your friends. And then I just started with a different brush, and this brush is it was a clean brush, and I'm just using this one to just blend out the edges of that first color that I put down. So I'm just gonna keep blending that out until it's well blended. And once I do that, I'm gonna go in with my next color, Sienna, and I'm just kind of patting my brush because I don't want any fallout on my face, because I already did my foundation and stuff, so I don't want it to be looking crazy. So again, I'm just going in and placing this where I want it, and then I'll go back and blend it out. So once you get that, then you can just go in and blend out the edges. So once you get it blended out the way you want it blended, then you can go in with your lid color. So first I'm gonna go ahead and carve out my lid with some concealer. Alright, so now I'm just going to take some concealer on my hand like so, and now I'm just gonna carve out what I want to be my lid color. The first look I'm gonna show you guys is like a daytime look, and then I'll add something to it to make it a nighttime look. So I'm just gonna cut the crease. And it works best when you saturate your brush in the product. It just helps the crease cut a lot better. Alright, so once you cut it, I just use the same brush that I used to cut the crease with. I clean it off. If you guys haven't seen my brush cleaning video, check that out, because I have this product that I use on my brushes that allows you to kind of clean them up a little bit, and then you can still use them right after doing that. So I'm just going to clean it, and then I'm going to go in with my lid color. So for the daytime look, I'm just going to do a matte on matte, and then when I do the nighttime look, then we'll see what I add. So sometimes I like to do a daytime look and I don't want shimmer on my eyes, so I just do all matte, which I love. But then some days I want some glitz and some glam. So it'll look something like that, and then I'll just go back in with my crease brush, and I will just clean up the end. And then once I'm done cleaning up the end, I will go ahead and just do my lower lash line. And I just work the same color that I did on top from start to finish on the bottom. Alright, so that's how it's looking. So now I'm gonna go in and add my inner corner highlight. In order for it to like really stick out, I just go ahead and spritz my brush when I do it, so that it comes out more kind of intense. So okay, so now that I have the inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in and just make sure everything's blended and see if there's anything else I want to add to the look. I want to just kind of brush this against my lash line. So it should look something like that. Alright. So this is the cut crease with a matte color on my lid. Alright guys, so I went ahead and put on some lashes and some mascara, and so this would be a daytime look for me. Now this might be too much for somebody else, but for me, I would wear this during the day. And then now I'm going to show you guys what I would do to take it up a notch if you was going out to dinner with friends or going on date night with your hubby. Some of the things you can change up to make it more date night friendly. I'm still going to use that same palette, and I'm just going to add some shimmer to the eyes. So I'm just going to and then I'll probably also like change out the lash to something a little more dramatic. But yeah, just kind of add a little shimmer, and then you can darken up. And then around the edges or on the end, I'm gonna just mix like black and brown together and kind of tap it a little bit, and I'll dark up the end, against my lash line. I'll make that a little darker. So once you do that, it'll probably look something like this. And then I'm gonna just take my brush and I'm just gonna blend out the edges so there's no harsh lines. And then you can kind of darken up your lower lash line a little bit. Mostly just on the edges. Still want the inside, like in this part, I still want that to be kind of on the lighter side. So once you do all that, again, it's like important to make sure everything is well blended. So nothing like having harsh lines and then noticing it after you leave the house and you be like, what happened? So this is what the nighttime looks. I'm gonna go change out my lashes really quick and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is the finishing look of the nighttime look. If you're going out with your friends or going out with the hubby, this would be a good look for that. So I did change up the lashes and then I added a darker lip. And then I also kind of put a little more highlight on my cheekbones and around my lip and nose and on my chin. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know anytime I upload, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.